Hello, hello. I am slightly late here. Welcome to this week's Tease Towel. It's the last week of January. I'm sure everybody is cheering that one on. January usually feels like such a long month, but for me, for some reason, this month has flown by, but I'm still happy that it is the last week of the month. Next week when I see you, I will be in Arizona, so happy about that too. Anyway, raise your hand if you did a New Year's resolution. Raise your hand. I want to know. Now keep it up if you're still sticking to it. And be honest with yourself. Here's the thing. By this point in January, research shows that most people have already given up on their New Year's resolutions. And I have a funny story, and some of you have heard this before because I have told this before. When I was working at one point in my career, we had a therapy clinic connected to a health club. And at the first of the year, they had people out directing traffic in the parking lot because there's so many people coming with their New Year's resolutions to work out. And they would be directing traffic, in part to make sure that they weren't parking in our part of the parking lot and things like that. By this time of the year, it was still a little more crowded, but they were no longer out there directing traffic because the crowd and the rush had fallen off because people give up on their New Year's resolutions. By mid-February, totally back to normal. So we saw that happen every single year. So it fits with the research. By this time of the month, by this time of the year, most people have given up on their New Year's resolutions. And you know what? That's okay. I mean, let's be real. Change is hard. And I want to talk today a little bit about why resolutions fail and some practical tips to help you to stick through them, even if you've started to slide off already. So let's talk first about why do resolutions usually fail. The biggest reason that they fail is because the resolution is too vague or too unrealistic. I mean, we can't just say, I'm going to lose weight, or I'll save money, or I'll be happier. I mean, that all sounds great, but it doesn't give us any kind of roadmap or any kind of plan for how to get there. It's like saying we're going to go on a road trip, but you don't know where you're going. That's the biggest reason why they fail. Another reason is that we try to change, my light just went out. We try to change too much too fast. And by January 1st, we've set our resolutions. By week 2, things start getting busy. We start getting into life. We start these out coming off of, I'm going to try one more thing here for a light. We come off of the holidays with these good intentions, and then life gets in the way. So motivation can be high at first, but with everything, motivation is going to fade and we're going to fall back into our old habits. And then the last thing is we focus on perfection. And if we're focusing on perfection and then we slip up, the first second that we slip up, we say, oh, well, I failed. I'm giving up. So what I want to talk about is how to stick with those resolutions. It's never too late to adjust your approach. So even if you've been backsliding a bit, it's not too late. Actually, we're starting a new month at the first of this weekend. So it's never too late. Doesn't matter when it is to change your approach. So we're going to start by start small and be specific. Instead of saying, I want to get healthier, say, I'll go for a 15-minute walk every day after lunch. Or instead of, I'll save money, I'm going to put $20 into my savings every week. Having small goals and very specific goals is going to make it much easier to be successful and to achieve those. And they do add up over time. It's also important to focus of progress over perfection. If we're focusing on perfection, when we mess up, we give up. And it's okay, because we're not going to be perfect every day. So focus on the progress that you've made, no matter how small. And if you miss a workout, or you miss something one day, you didn't hit your savings goal at one point, it's just a speed bump. It's not the end of the journey. Another tip for that is tracking your wins. So keeping track of things. There was one point where I was trying to really lose weight, and I needed to be held accountable. And I had an app that I would record my food. Or whether it's checking days off your calendar that you exercised, or journaling about your success, or using some kind of app, tracking can help keep you motivated and really help keep you accountable. Another important one is to realize your why. And this has been a big thing with me with my Lyme Life journey, because just like everything, there's ups and downs in your motivation, and remembering, why are you doing it? What is that deeper reason, that deeper purpose that you had for making that resolution in the first place? Because if you really focus on your why, when times get hard and your motivation wanes, you can keep that in your mind. Is it about feeling better, having more energy, creating a better life for your family, being around for your grandkids? Write down that why and use that as a reminder when you are struggling with your motivation. And then the last one that I have for that is find an accountability partner. So for me, that tracking app was my accountability. But I still could have cheated. If you have someone that you share your goals with, you share your resolution with, you check in with, that can help keep you going in those times when you're motivated. You don't want to let that person down, so it can help you with that follow through. So those are some of the tips for being able to try to do it. Don't create too big of a goal. Break it down into small pieces, and be very specific about it. And don't worry about perfection. You're going to have days that you mess up, and that's okay. It doesn't mean the end of your journey. So then the last thing I want to leave you with is, it's never too late. It's okay to start over if you've messed up. But it's a resolution, a goal that you really want to do. Today's a great day to hit the reset button. Today's a great day to start again. Just adjust your goal, make a plan, and take it one small step at a time. In the words of the author C.S. Lewis, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Very powerful, very powerful. We can't change the past, but we can change what happens moving forward. So don't wait till next January, thinking you have to wait then to start your resolution over. Don't give up because you had a misstep. Your goals matter, and so do you. So let's make this year not just a year that let's make it a year that we don't just set resolutions, that we adjust them, we stick with them, and we keep going one little step at a time. I hope you found that helpful. Good luck with your resolutions this year. Whatever your goals are, good luck with them. Don't give up on them. It's never too late. As I used to at one point say, every Monday, I'm starting my diet today with good intentions, and you mess up, and that's okay. But you can start over again. So I hope you found that helpful. Thank you for joining me. Thank you if you watched this on replay. And I will see you next week on Tea Style. Bye-bye.